Ladies, what happened when you step in front of the mirror in the morning? What does the voice says? Hi, my name is Miki and welcome to your YouTube channel. This is a great place for us women in our 40s and 50s to really discuss about subject that matters to us and also to just create this safe place where we can navigate the ups and the downs and of this transition in life. This is such a wonderful time. Today, I wanted to explore with you the subject of standing in front of the mirror and seeing the woman in the mirror. So when you look at yourself, what do you see? What does the voice says? You know what it says, right? We all know. And what I want to share today is things that have actually worked for me and for some of my clients. And it is something that I see in a lot of women. So many times we step in front of the mirror and the first thing that we see is our lacks. Or, things are not going well. Oh, today the puffy eyes or the hair, the mess, the skin, the wrinkles, or whatever it is. I'm overweight. Just all those things that we say to ourselves. Now, I want you to ask yourself, are all those things so true about you? And if they are, does it really mean that you're not where you're supposed to be? Or what does it say about you? Whenever we have that inner voice that creates so much turbulence and it's so negative and sometimes mean, let's face it, sometimes the voice can be so mean what we say to ourselves. Ask yourself, will this be something that you would actually say to your best friend? Is this how you will greet your best friend in the morning or whenever you see her? I'm sure that it's not that. So where does all of those voices, those conflict and negative voice comes from? Well, most of the time it comes from our environment, what we've heard around us. How were the adults, significant adults in our lives? How did they spoke about themselves? In my case, personally, my mother was a beautiful Chinese woman with, when I look at her pictures in the 70s, with her beautiful long black hair that went down almost to her waist. She was gorgeous and really beautiful. Yet, me growing up, I have watched my mom being very unsure about her physical appearance and also commenting on how other women really looked beautiful and how, she didn't. And then later on, as I was growing up, mom wasn't comfortable at complimenting us. I have two sisters, so there were three girls back to back. And she wasn't really complimenting us about our physical appearances. And so growing up, I really have doubt about my looks. Was I beautiful? I didn't know. I wasn't sure. And even when people were telling me how beautiful I looked, I didn't believe them because this wasn't something that resonated with me. It actually resonated with something that was not true, like untrue. This is really something that I see in a lot of us is that so many times when we receive a compliment, it's as if we have like this invisible shield in front of us that when someone will say something nice about us, that it will just like ricochet on it, like book, it goes off as if they didn't say anything or almost as if it was offensive. Or another thing that I see is that when we get a compliment, like let's say you tell me, oh Miki, you're so beautiful. Right away I'll say, you're beautiful too. And then it kind of negates the compliment that I've just received. So ladies, however our circumstances, wherever we are in life, here are a few things that I have done and that has helped me tremendously and is helping my clients now. First, accept where you are. Accept where you are. Wherever you are in your life is fine. Accept where you are, how you look and everything. And really Be okay with it. Do not judge. Be okay with it. It is fine. It is okay. Then the second thing, love yourself. So this is an exercise that I love doing and that I actually give my clients as a homework or a task to do. It's for them to look at themselves in a mirror, right in the eyes for 2 minutes, to stare at their eyes and to let those thoughts come in. Try this exercise and see and hear that inner dialogue that is happening. What is the voice saying? And then speak to that voice. Really start telling yourself and even write in that famous mirror, I love you. And start saying those words out loud with emotion, meaning it. With all the fiber of your heart, say, I love you. Because there is no other word that really touches your soul as much as those words. So whether your loving husband, significant others, brothers, sisters, mother, anyone tells you, I love you, it doesn't go, it doesn't ring, it doesn't resonate, it doesn't penetrate as much as your own words. Your mind loves and it's been craving to hear those things from you specifically. So spend that time, 2 minutes in the mirror daily. Look at yourself in the mirror, in the eyes, and listen to that inner dialogue. And then say those I love you until you feel it inside of you. Like this warm feeling, like those comforting feeling that you know that it's true. Because it is true. Remember the scripture in the Bible. Jesus says, love your neighbor as you love, yes, yourself. It is a commandment. It is a commandment and such a wise thing to say. We can just love as much others as we love ourselves. And so the greatest gift to give to the world, it's really you loving yourself so that you can actually love more. Now, thirdly, is to really accept compliment. This is what you're going to practice. You're going to say, I receive it. Whenever someone says something nice to you, receive it and say it out loud. I receive it. I love doing this exercise, especially when people compliment me about my looks, because for the longest time, this was an area of insecurity for me. Now, receiving it feels so good. Just receiving it. It is a gift. It is a gift. And so, wise lady, embrace your life. You are worth it. Accept where you are. Don't delay it. Accept it right now. Do not judge. You are doing fine. Love yourself. Spend this time in a mirror, looking at yourself in the eyes, listening to that inner dialogue. And if it's not saying the right things, say, I love you. And say it, mean it, feel it. Lastly, say, I receive it. Receive all those compliments. All of them. They're for you. It's a gift. And so, until next time, really, love yourself. Love yourself ferociously. This is your life. This is your time. Take care.